Hi, everyone. Welcome to tonight's sneak peek. We are so thankful that you were able to join us tonight. My name is Colleen Devine. I am the leader of Divine Nation. I am here with my success partner, Kelly Underwood, who is the leader of Prevail Empire. Together, we have teamed up to bring our teams together to host this sneak peek for you, to give you a little insight and background on what the heck we do as coaches day to day, week to week. So we thought we'd share a little bit of our stories and how we got started. Myself, when I got started, was back last year in about, it was March when I first started talking to my coach. She reached out to me. I found her randomly one night on Facebook. To this day, I don't know how we connected. But she connected at a time when I was actually working with personal trainers at the time. I had a very bad experience with them, and I was really at a point where I did not want to spend any more money on health and fitness at that moment. But she ended up actually inviting me to a sneak peek just like this, sharing me what the business opportunity was and what it was all about. And I actually came to the conclusion that, hey, you know what? If I sign up as a coach, it's really going to help me stay accountable to my goals. And I was just telling Kelly how, I've always struggled with motivation and accountability. That is always what I've been struggling with. I've always been a quitter. I start on Monday, and by Wednesday, I've given up, basically, because I don't see results fast enough. So when I joined, I really joined as a coach for that accountability. I knew that if I was going to do this, that if I was helping other people, then it was just going to hold me accountable, because so many people were going to be watching me, which meant that I really did need to actually do it this time. It wasn't just, me talking about it this time. I was actually going to follow through and do what I said I was going to do. And when I shared it with my other half, he actually said to me, that's a great idea, because now you're going to hold yourself accountable. You're going to have to do it. And I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted. And it actually became so much more. I didn't realize the community that came along with this, the people that I've met. I mean, there's so many people I've met all across Canada, down into the US, that I've just been blown away by how many really awesome people there are out there. They're so helpful and friendly. The positivity is amazing. And coming from a small town, that really, really blew me away. So I've enjoyed every minute of this. Kelly?
Thanks, Colleen. So like Colleen said, my name is Kelly Underwood, and Colleen and I didn't know each other before the whole coaching thing. We both started in April 2015. And prior to me signing up as a coach, I had never heard of Beachbody before, never tried any of their workout programs. I didn't really know what I was getting into, but I know that I wanted to change and I wanted to do something different. So I had been on maternity leave and had some extra weight that I was having a hard time getting off, and met my coach through some free fit clubs that he was hosting here in town. So I started going to his classes and really enjoyed doing the 21-day fix workout that he had provided for us. Long story short, I didn't have any money at the time to purchase a program. I would come home and write down all of the workouts, and that's how I kind of started to do it. Fast forward a couple months later, he had invited me to do a free clean eating crock pot challenge with him. So my husband and I decided to do that. I did my before and after pictures. And at the end of that week, I noticed such a huge drastic difference in myself physically, that I was really excited and thought, okay, I'm jumping in 100% with both feet and going to do this and sign up to coach at the same time. So at first, my spouse wasn't as supportive as Colleen. He was a little hesitant as to what we were getting ourselves into. But again, we were invited to a sneak peek very similar to this one. Sat down, discussed it, kind of addressed our concerns. And at the end of it, we thought, you know what, why not? So I had $200 in a tax-free savings account that I cashed out, and I purchased the challenge pack and signed up to coach. Within the first month, I made all my money back, and long story short, fast forward, here we are a year later, and I have a steady income with Beachbody. I get a paycheck every single week, and I've gone from working full-time as a dental assistant with waitressing part-time on the weekend to now only doing dental assisting 3 days a week and doing Beachbody coaching. I would say it's somewhere between part-time and full-time, but my goal is definitely to go full-time with it. It's changed my life drastically, not just physically, but, like Colleen said, the community we're involved with is absolutely amazing. And it's funny because starting out, I had no idea, like I said, what I was getting involved with, but it's just been an incredible experience so far. The people I've met have been incredible. It's just been amazing. So that's kind of my short version of how I got to where I am. So that being said, we want to jump right into addressing some, questions that we find that people have, and what they want addressed when they're interested in becoming a coach and joining our team. So one of the first questions that I think we get a lot of is people asking what we do as coaches. So basically it depends. Everybody who signs up as a coach has their own, goals and reasoning for doing it. Some people sign up strictly just to be what we call a discount coach. That's somebody who just wants to sign up and get the discount that we get. So they're not really working the business, but they get to enjoy the same discounts that we get every single month. The next step up would be what we call a part-time coach, and that's somebody who's interested in helping a few of their friends out every single month, help to have their Shakeology paid for every month, and just kind of working the business as a hobby. The next third step as a coach would be a full-time coach, and that's what Colleen and I both aspire to be. We both down the line hope to be able to retire from the jobs we're doing and do this 100% of the time. So that involves going 100% in. So as a coach, you get the option to work your business, like I said, as much or as little as you want. And you basically work it from your computer. It's all done online by coaching other people and helping them achieve their health and fitness goals. Colleen, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I would say, everybody's different and everyone has different goals. So depending on what you're looking to accomplish, maybe you want to just create a part-time income for yourself, an extra couple $100 a month. Maybe you just want to get your products paid for, maybe you just want to share this with your family and friends, or like you said, maybe you want to go full-time like Kelly and I. And our days are very structured. I work a full-time job, so I'm at my job from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. I'm not allowed to be on my phone or on the computer, on Facebook and that during my time, during that bulk of my time. So from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., that's kind of like peak hours. But what I've been able to do is I actually get up earlier in the morning. So I get up earlier in the morning and I spend about a half an hour or so on my business first thing in the morning before I even go to work. Usually on lunchtime, on my lunch hour, I'll check in with my groups. I'll check in if there's any messages. And then later in the evening when I'm home, I actually have set aside 1 solid hour of my evening where, I don't watch TV. I'm not watching TV. I shut my phone off for that hour. Like everyone knows, I focus on my business. I focus on just building relationships with people, in my groups, helping my challengers, and just, that's what I have done because I want to do this full time eventually. So that's what I have to do to reach my goals. That may not be what everyone else wants to do for their business, and that's okay. But as your coach, that's what or as your mentors, really, that's what we're here to help you determine what your goals are and then what it's going to take to get there.
Great. Did you want to touch base on another question that we get asked quite often?
Sure.
Another question that I feel is, what makes a good or a successful coach? And we kind of covered that, but if you want to go into a little bit more depth, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you know, before I always, I say this to Kelly before, you know, we are both different examples, but prime examples of what a Beachbody coach is. A Beachbody coach is anybody, really. When we start this business, we all start on ground zero. It doesn't matter what your background is. You don't have to be a health and fitness coach or, you know, into nutrition or into fitness. You don't have to have a degree. You don't need to know anything, really. You just have to be willing to help people, and you need to be willing to work on yourself, really. I mean, and that's where we both started from. Kelly was into fitness before she started this. That's what she enjoyed. Myself, I did not want to go to the gym. I had no interest in being in a gym. I did not want to work out. So, but our goals were the same. We both were at a place in our lives where we wanted more out of life, and we, you know, both of us were not in our prime shape or what we would want to be in anyway. So when we started for our own goals, for our own health and fitness. We just wanted to get healthy and fit ourselves. And because we had such great results and felt fantastic ourselves, we just wanted to share that with people and help other people feel as good as we did.
Yeah, and I agree with that 100%. One thing that I wanted to say is, you know, we both somewhat have a following on Facebook now, but when we started out doing this, I think both of us, I had less than 1,000 friends, and I'm pretty sure Colleen had less than 200 friends.
Yeah.
So we, as your coaches, when you decide that you want to sign up and do this, we help you with your business in every step of the way. From something as little as, how do you grow a following on Facebook? How do you get people to, you know, attract to you and want to come to you? And how do you get friends? And how do you, we show you how to do all these things. As your mentors, we are going to train you and show you exactly what steps you need to take depending upon what goals you have with working in the business.
Yeah. I think the important thing here is, I mean, we both come from small towns. You know, everybody knows everyone in the small towns, so it's like growing your market from there. But we are, and our coaches are the same. The leaders that are on our team, not just us, but our leaders that are our coaches as well, have all these systems in place for us. Like, when you start, you're never alone. There's always someone there that's going to help you. There's always someone there that you can reach out to, and they will help you. And that's what, I think that's another thing that blew me away when I started with this, was like, wow, I just can't believe how helpful people are. Like, we're willing to share everything, how we've become successful at this. We're willing to share it with you freely. Like, we want you to be successful. We want you to have fun with it, enjoy it, and, you know, reach the goals that you set for yourself. Yeah, and that goes back to the community aspect that we've talked about before. That is one of the great things about it, is that, you know, you can come from any type of background, but you're going to have the successful people that are, you know, building something out of this business, be the ones to help you build something that you may never have had the opportunity to be. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to sign up as a coach to begin with, again, is that I just wanted to be somebody. Yeah. You know, I had made some mistakes in my past when I was younger, and maybe you know, gave up a little too easy back then, but I thought, you know, I'm better than this, and I want to do something with my life. So knowing that we have somebody that is going to help us to create a business that's potentially a six-figure business. I mean, who wouldn't want this, right? So that's just another reason why it's just so amazing. And you say that, and it's funny because I thought the same thing. I remember you said it once too, but I work in an office environment. I work in a cubicle, and I know ever since I was younger, I used to always say to myself, there's got to be more. Like, there's got to be more than life. Like, there's got to be more than me just going to work every day and coming home and I make supper and then I watch TV for the rest of the night. Like, there's got to be more. Like, I mean, I want to do more, and I've always wanted to be more. Like, somewhere out there, I wanted to help someone or help do something, like be a part of something, I guess it is. I wanted to be a part of something that meant something, right? That was going to help people.
I get it 100%, and that's what's so great about this is that this is actually giving us the opportunity to fulfill those dreams. So it's like a second chance of life.
Totally.
Another thing that is a huge objection that we get is people aren't salesmen. We don't sell.
Yeah.
I don't sell things. Well, that's great because we don't either.
You don't either.
We don't sell. As coaches, all we're doing is sharing what we've done. We're sharing the program that I do the 21-day fix. The results I got for that, they speak for themselves. I share it on social media. I talk about it because it's worked. I mean, I'm so proud that I finally found a program that gives me my nutrition plan and my fitness all in one, and I'm actually finally seeing results. I mean, it blows my mind to think it's as simple as it is. So these programs work, and us talking about them isn't selling. You're not attacking people and trying to get them to buy things from you. We teach people to share it so that people come to you.
Yeah, this business actually works the opposite, because if you're in this business to sell, you're not going to be successful. It's not going to work. If you've done any type of sales in the past, forget everything you learned, because this business is not like that. If you just are trying to sell someone, you're not going to talk to anybody. You're not going to be successful at all. This business is all about building relationships with people, really finding out what they struggle with and helping them. Beachbody is the only one out there that gives you fitness, your nutrition, plus support. It's the only thing. You can't go to the gym and get support and get your nutrition. You can't go to a personal trainer and get your nutrition. You can't get all three together like Beachbody offers. You just can't. And I know, because I've paid thousands of dollars to personal trainers where they couldn't help me with my nutrition. Then I'd get someone to help me with my nutrition, and they'd give me this cookie cutter plan that did not, like, I was starving. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't work that way. That's not what this is about. Our results for these programs totally speak for themselves. There's no denying that these programs work. There's none. And
I think that you and I both have personal success stories with the people we've helped. Totally. I know I have a ton of clients myself that have completely transformed their life. Some of them have lost upwards of 80 to 100 pounds. So seeing that and sharing that, like I said, it speaks for itself. So why don't I share a quick little video for you guys? Colleen's going to share the screen, and I'm going to actually, can I share my screen? Let me see. Just watch this quick little video, and it just explains exactly what I said, that we don't sell, we're just sharing our stories. Can you see this?
Yep, perfect. Maybe. I can't hear it. I have no volume.
I'll share the link at the bottom just in case we can't hear it. Okay, I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, so I'm going to stop my share and let Colleen try to get that video up and see if she can hear it.
We'll try it. I'll try to, just give me a second here. All right, let me see if I can get this. All right, can you see that there?
Yep.
Hey guys, Mandy Watkins
That's
here.
better.
I want to introduce myself before I get into the topic I'm super excited to talk to you guys about tonight. I am a mom to a 5-year-old, a wife, a former social worker that has retired from her full-time social work career and now is a full-time coach as of the last year and a half. I've lost 90 pounds through the process of joining Beachbody, and I am passionate about helping other individuals change their lives in every aspect because my life has been changed. I am a Start Island coach, and I have been a coach for 3 years, and my life has transformed in amazing ways as a result of coaching. I want to talk to you tonight about a topic that I hear a lot about, and that is people are concerned that if they become a coach, they're going to have to be salespeople. Okay, first of all, if you are like, I don't want to be a salesperson, then I want to say, good. I'm glad you don't, because we don't want salespeople. We want life changers. We want people who are committed to providing people solutions, not committed to selling people products. Let me explain what I mean by that. Our business is predominantly run on social media, and the way we let people know how we help individuals when we are coaches is by posting our own accountability, our workouts, our progress, our lives on social media in a very concentrated, intentional way. So for example, we post our workouts daily, we post motivational things, we post different aspects that have nothing to do with fitness that represent who we are, because each coach is unique. So by sharing who you are, and among those things, sharing your fitness and your journey, people come to understand who you are, and they start paying attention and start asking you what you're doing. So that is something that we teach coaches on, how to intentionally post on social media to always add value to individuals. We are never going to ask a coach to put their link up there, and as soon as they click and roll as a coach, go ahead and just slather your link and all these salesy posts on your wall. That is not what we do, because our intention is not to be salespeople. It is, again, to be solution givers and to share success stories and to share the opportunities that have benefited us and many of our challengers. And so when you become a coach, you are doing so not only to help yourself stay accountable to your own fitness and health goals, but to also help others do the same. Think about it this way. When you go to a restaurant, or you try a new lip gloss on, or perhaps you test drive a new car that you absolutely loved, nobody's paying you to say, hey, say how awesome this restaurant or this car was, or how awesome this lip gloss was. But because you're so excited about those things, you may naturally tell people about, hey, you got to check out this car. It feels awesome. This lip gloss is beautiful. This restaurant, amazing filet, whatever the case may be. Okay? But again, in order for you to speak authentically about that and recommend that to anybody else, you yourself have had to have had an experience that has left an impression on you. So as a coach, you yourself have to be a product of the product, and that is work out, drink Shakeology, be a work in progress. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be at your goal weight, but you need to be a work in progress. And as a result, then you could speak authentically without feeling salesy, because you are then genuinely sharing how these programs, these challenge groups, this experience is benefiting you and changing your life. So I want you to think about it this way. As a coach, you are a person who is giving people hope. You're a champion of change. You are a lifestyle crafter, not a salesperson. And again, you provide people with tools that work. Help them use those tools to build the best foundation of health, body, and lifestyle. So how do you do that? You do that by understanding people's needs. You talk to people who express an interest and want to know what you're doing. And you then listen. You ask them more questions. You want to understand what their goals are before recommending a product. That is what makes you a solution giver, not a salesperson. Because think of it this way. If you are taking the time to understand someone's needs and you understand that someone wants to lose weight or improve energy or beat cravings or perhaps make an extra income, you are able then to, in an educated fashion, recommend things that you know yourself are able to help them in those areas. So again, as a coach, we don't provide the solution before we understand someone's needs. That would make us a salesperson. We provide solutions based on people's needs and goals. And in order to do that, you have to take the time to understand people's needs, you have to ask questions, and you have to really get to know them. So this is truly a business of relationship building. And by building relationships with individuals who are wanting to improve their life in different aspects, you are able to decide if a challenge group or coaching or any aspect of the services you provide would be an adequate fit for them.
Okay, I'm just gonna end it here because it's a little bit longer than what I would have liked, but it gives you a great overview of exactly what we do. Like she said, we do ask questions. We want to make sure that, you know, what we have is a solution. Maybe what we offer doesn't necessarily, you know, benefit someone, but I can't see in my own business, you know, what we offer really matches a lot of people, what they struggle with out there.
And there's a ton of different products and programs like based for people's needs. So it's guaranteed that you will find something that works for them.
Definitely.
So we'll just go over a couple myths that people just automatically assume when you are presented with the coaching opportunity. One of the myths that we hear is, well, I don't really do the shakes thing. I don't want to do the Shakeology, so I can't be a successful coach. And that's just simply not true. You don't have to drink Shakeology to be a coach. However, for the best results for yourself, you know, drinking the Shakeology is going to give you that. It's kind of like the one meal of the day, so to speak, that takes no effort into what you're going to have. It's probably the healthiest meal that you'll have in the day. It's packed full of nutrients and minerals and herbs, and that's a whole other video, so I won't get into that.
Yeah.
But you know, at first I wasn't a shake drinker either. I did give it a try, and well, it's just done a ton of things for me. So basically for myself, I would probably sell something that I own to be able to afford my Shakeology every month, because I just can't go without it. But it's not something that you have to do. But again, if you're recommending it to people, then you want to be familiar with the ingredients and the products, you know, that Beachbody offers. So Shakeology is just one of those things on the list, but I'm a huge Shakeology lover.
Yeah, I think we could all probably go on and on and on about what Shakeology is. Shakeology has been a game changer for me. I mean, serious game changer for me, and I would definitely sell something in order to afford Shakeology for sure. But that's why my Shakeology is right here. I just finished it, but that's really another bonus to this business, to work this business. Even if you just love Shakeology and just want Shakeology, okay, great. Go out and help 3 people and you don't have to worry about paying for it. It's paid for. I mean,
I've never paid for Shakeology since I started coaching. Never once.
Yeah, I've never paid for my Shakeology or my husband's Shakeology since I've started. Never paid for none of my products.
So that's just another example of why it's so great to be doing this. Another myth that we hear is, and I think we kind of touched base on it, so we won't spend too much time, is I'm not fit enough to be a coach and I'm not to my goal. I have to wait to get there. But no, you don't, because people want real life. They don't want Barbie dolls and people who are already super fit, because it's not realistic. They don't relate to that.
Yeah.
They want to see a person's transformation before their eyes. Others relate to you if you're going through the journey yourself. So
yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, I tell a lot of people that I talk to that, you know, people don't if you were just to show me a before and after picture of someone who lost 100 pounds right now, I wouldn't know. I would be like, I couldn't do that because I don't know what went into that. I don't know what she did to get to that point. But if I watch someone from day one start, watch them fall off the wagon, get back up, get struggling, do a couple of victories, and then all of a sudden they've lost 50 pounds and I've watched them do it before my eyes, it's like, that is motivating. Like, that's inspiring to watch someone. People want to see the struggle. They want to see it. They want to see how you've fallen off and bounced back and you're still going. People love that. They love that story, right?
So those are some myths, and I think we probably covered all of, the common objections we get, or I shouldn't say objections, questions that we get when we do these kinds of sneak peeks. So we'll just touch base quickly on how we make money as a coach, because I know a lot of you are probably interested in how I was able to go from working, like I said, 5 days a week as a dental assistant to being and waitressing on the weekends at that, to being able to stay at home now with my son. I'm only gone out of the house to work 3 days a week. So I went from basically working 5 to 5, 6, 7 days, depending upon my waitressing schedule, to only having to be there 3 and making more money than I was back then. Yeah. So how we do that is we start with a commission. So basically, for every product or program you sell or offer to a customer, you get a 25% commission off of that. You get a 25% discount also on any program or product that you're using yourself. And you don't have to, sell anything or anything like that. There's no minimum requirements every single month. So if you sign up as a coach, you're automatically going to be entitled to the 25% discount. And then anything that you help a client or customer with, you're going to make a 25% commission off of whatever it is you help them with. Go ahead, Colleen. You can touch base on that.
I would say, the easiest way to explain how we make money, I know people always see it. They're like, oh, it's a 25% commission. Is that going to be enough? Listen, we make money. There's 10 different ways that we can make money. To go into it on a phone call like this, it's just too much. But we do, as our teams build, we do make things like team cycle bonuses. There are quarterly bonuses as you grow your team. And it sounds like a lot, but it's things that happen naturally over time. And it just, 1 minute you might be making a commission, but in a couple of months' time, it's a whole different ballgame, right? Like it really does snowball really quickly. And we do.
It's amazing how it works, really. Like I've said this 100 times, I don't know why everyone isn't doing this type of business, because it's just the bonuses and the perks that come along with it. I mean, this company is so incredible to all of the coaches that, there's free trips and there's free prizes just for showing up to your business every day. And there's just so many little perks that come along with it that, initially I did this thinking, I'd like to make an extra so much every single month, but now it's just become so much more than that, everything that's come along with it besides the money. I mean, the money's great, don't get me wrong, but it's just, to be rewarded for doing something that you love. It's just, I can't say enough.
There's constantly you're constantly getting emails about, something that you've done or something that you've been recognized for, or we have a chance to go on we're earning money right now to put towards a trip that we're going on next year to the Dominican Republic. Like my trip has been paid for. Kelly's is paid for so far, and we're only a few months in. It's already paid for. We're earning money to pay for that just by helping people, just by doing our job, basically, and that's the bonuses that come with this. And I mean, it's great to be recognized for just helping people. That's all that you have to do. I mean, there's nothing.
Let's tell them how much it costs to sign up to coach.
Okay.
What does it?
So when you decide to sign up to coach, the best way to get started, I guess the most economical way would be to get started with a challenge pack, which is a bundled program with your Shakeology and a fitness program. We do pay a membership fee. It's like a Costco membership fee, so it helps keep costs low for everyone, but it's $20 a month. That fee actually goes towards helping with customer service, so we don't have to deal with any of that. It goes towards our warehousing, handling all of the shipping and that. We don't deal with any of that. We don't have to stock any products. That includes, there's 3 different websites that you get with that too. And it actually waives your coach sign-up fee, which is $40, but it waives that if you get all that, do the bundled package all at one time.
It's actually $60 in Canada, sorry. Yeah, it's about $60 for the sign-up fee after taxes and everything.
If you sign up with the bundled package.
That's right. So that's we win. That pretty much, I think, wraps up and covers everything that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I want to take the opportunity to thank Colleen for hosting this call with me, and to thank everybody on our teams for inviting you all to come tonight and listen to us, and for you guys taking the time out of your evenings to sit back and listen to Colleen and I discuss the business and what is all involved with becoming a Beachbody coach. And I think I'll let Colleen wrap it up and talk about how you are able to win a prize at the end of it.
I was just going to touch on that too. I mean, I think Kelly and I could go on and on about this phone call, because the two of us, when we get talking about it, are so passionate about it that it literally, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I mean, it literally changed our lives. It has, from where we were last year to where we are now, it's totally changed our lives. And just looking forward to where we're going to be in a year's time from now, it's so exciting. Like, it gets me excited when I think about it. But at the end of this is what I ask everyone. I mean, so what if you started as a coach tonight and you never made any money off of this at all, but you got healthier? You're still winning. You're still, at the end of this, at the end of the day, when all of us signed up, we all signed up for our own health and fitness. The bonus was that we got to help people and went one step further and made some income off of that. That's all gravy. That's all bonus on top of it. But at the end of the day, even if that didn't work out, you're still getting healthy and fit yourself. You're still taking care of your own health and fitness. And that, you can't lose if that's what you're doing it for. I mean, if you're doing it for all the right reasons, then you're never going to lose. So what we're going to do is, at the end of this, right now, if you've watched it to the end, to this point right now, we want you to post below this video your 3 takeaways. What were 3 things that you learned from listening to Kelly and I tonight? What are 3 things that you learned about the Beachbody business that maybe you didn't know beforehand? And post 1 question that maybe we didn't answer for you that you would still like answered. Post 1 question. And what we'll do is afterwards, we can address that. We're going to do a live phone call. If you're on that live phone call, we will put all of your names, anyone who posts the 3 takeaways and asks us a question underneath this video, we will put all your names into a draw on that live phone call, and we'll draw your name for a prize.
And it's a really good prize, just so you know.
Just so you know. It's a very good prize. But we're not giving it away now. You got to tune into the live phone call to see what the prize is.
All right, so all you have to do is post 3 takeaways away from the video. We'll address that, and then we'll post the link below on how you can hook up with us on the live call to address any questions that you may have and do the draw for the prize. So it'll be about another 10 minutes on the call, and we'll see you guys there.
Okay.
Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks, guys.